Welcome, it's Book Reviews with Niall, bang bang, it's Book Reviews with Niall Philips, bang bang, and today, okay, I want it now though, dear, the popcorn is for a later on, no, that's coming, isn't it, oh, come on, yeah, I'm not talking to you now, I'm filming, okay, bang bang, it is, the classic, Barry Hines, a Kestrel and for a Knave, we call it Kes, we're hit. It's 2020 now, not 1968, dears. Yeah, I know, you're supposed to pass me that as well, it's a cinema joke, it's a cinema gag. We've got some pop, fresh pop. Whatever, I don't want to talk about it now. So, why have you got pop? Why have you got popcorn? I shall tell you, YouTube. So, no, I've dropped my pen. I picked my pen. Oh God, what's going on? The reason why I'm eating popcorn and drinking pop is because this book from 1968 by Barry Hines was later on made by a classic British filmmaker called Ken Loach, and he made a film version called Kes, which I cannot recommend enough. It's got an outstanding performance played by the lead man. He plays the young boy Billy Casper, and you've got to watch it. Because I think sometimes I'll read the book first. Let's not be childish about this. You'll read the book first, and then you should watch the film. And I think be warned, when we watch struggle, we have to open up our hand and let somebody else hold our hand. In 1968, a book was published called Kes. And if I'm totally transparent like glass, I'm transparent like a piece of glass. Like this. Oh yeah. This book I only read about 3-4 days ago, and I've pushed my schedule up to fit this one in, because this is an honest portrayal of poor, young, vulnerable children struggling. And what I shall do is I shall start the novel from how it begins. There were no curtains up. The window was a hard-edged block of colour of the night sky. Inside the bedroom, the darkness was of a gritty texture. The wardrobe and the darkness were... The wardrobe and the bed were blurred shapes in the darkness. Silence. And this is how our story starts. I was doing some research through some questions on Instagram TV, and lots of people were saying it's a story set in one day, and when he finds the Kes, that's a flashback. So that's really important for you to know. I'm looking at my notes. Oh, my notes. Our leading man, our protagonist, is a chap called Billy Casper, and it tells, his journey about being unhappy, about being unkept, about being unloved. And it's a sad portrayal of a young man. He's struggling through life, but one day he goes for a walk. People aren't talking to him. People aren't being nice to him. His mother and the brother dynamic is an odd thing to. What I think is, you see the world like an eagle or a kestrel looking down on their story. Yes, that's a vital thing I've just said. Yes, it's on the verge of being quite dramatic. Google dramatic irony, because I think you'll find my name there. Why have you mentioned 10B? Why have you mentioned 10B? Why have you mentioned 10B? That's out of order. I wasn't going to mention it, they weren't going to mention it, and you've mentioned it, and I don't want to talk about 10. No, I don't. A very good friend of mine, Matthew Turner said, buy cheap, you buy twice. You need to be bought twice because you're cheap. That was out of order. 10B, and I don't want to talk about 10B. That was really out of order, Mummy Bear. I am shocked, I'm stunned that you've done that. The thing I want to talk about is the relationship that Billy Casper has with his teacher. And as an educator, as a communicator, as somebody who works with people who need information, I've got the information you need. What education is, and what educators are, people that guide through the wind. And if you're blowing through the wind, I'm there to help you through the wind. And all the teachers show this world of this boy being alone and scared and fearsome and fearful and that's why this book stunned people in 1968 and this current day. At the back it says, a masterpiece. Billy Casper is a memorable, a young character as any post-war writer has ever created. And I totally agree with that. A key point in the text. Teachers, they never think it might be their fault. They think they're right every time. But there's sometimes when you can't help it. Like the morning and when you get thumped for not listening. When it's dead boring. I mean you, can't help not not listen. Oh, I love a juxtaposition, an oxymoron. And some teachers are lovely in this book and in life. They're brilliant. Later on, there's those that know the book, those that want to read the book, need to watch out for the shower scene. There's a shower scene in this book, and it is intense to say the least. If you were eating egg and soldiers and you dropped your soldier in the egg and you watched it go plum, that's what this feeling's like. Because you are out there on your own, in the depths, in the mist, on your own, alone. Billy cursed him quietly all the way back. That sort of, come on, Casper, make an effort, lad. I could save that, sir. You could have tried. I'm still fuming you've mentioned 10B. Inside me, a wild beast is about to erupt. Bonus! This book is vital for young men especially that are dealing with being lost or being unloved or being alone or isolated. And why I think it's important for you to read it is because... What's that? Oh, it's a light. It's a light at the end of the tunnel. And that is what young men especially in 1970, 19, and even today, currently now, men are struggling. This is why I think the book is so vital for young men to read, is because there's light at the end of the tunnel, there's hope, and there is also this idea that it is all about learning, progress, taking part on the journey. Just to mention, the last 3 pages of this book had me stunned to my very core. To my very core. And I was going to eat, I can't even eat it. That's how stunned I am at how good this book is. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because this book is amazing. And if you are a young man struggling through life, just remind yourself now, there is a hope coming your way. It's a 10 out of 10 from Niall Philips Book Reviews. Some comments to discuss quickly. I got no running comments because nobody cares. 2020, go and buy this book, get it from a decent bookstore, and get a paperback version so you can make some notes, some marginalia. You know what I mean? We all love language. We all love words. Well, I jolly well hope so. He raised his right arm to wipe his face on the sleeve. And the hawk was there before his eyes, still clenched in his hand. This book is about hope. This book is about love and about companionship. And I ruddy well think you should check this book out.